Batter up because baseball season has begun. Now we're about to meet the Mets captain, David Wright. Now currently he's on top of that bus signing autographs for fans, but we're going to chat with the hunky star and he's going to teach me how to use this.
Anytime you get a chance to have your mug on a bus, that's pretty special.
Hours before the second game of the season, David Wright, captain of the Mets, was honoured by Greyline with a seat on the Ride of Fame. The Major League All-Star plays third base for the Mets and was humble about his achievements. The talented star sat down with IB Times TV to show us the perfect baseball grip and revealed that he loves any movie starring Will Ferrell. All right, David, 2013 is your year. You've just been named captain of the Mets, newly engaged. But what's the most challenging part of being such a high-profile sports star?
There's not any problems with it, I don't think.
Come on, there must be some problems. The fiancée, does she have problems with all the lady fans?
No, I think that, the biggest thing with us is, obviously playing in New York, there's always high expectations. When you don't meet those expectations, it's obviously the greatest place to win, but it's one of the toughest places to lose. So expectations are always high, and, when you don't meet those expectations, there's consequences for that.
Speaking of losing, I've heard there's no crying in baseball, but have you ever cried after a game?
Cried?
In the shower, locker room?
I don't think so. You could ask my teammates, but I don't think that I've ever, cried. The great thing about baseball is, you have a bad game, you get a chance to do it the next day. So there's always a chance to redeem yourself.
And as captain, do you kind of enjoy being able to boss your teammates around?
Yeah, I'm a tough boss. I roll with an iron fist. So
is there a particular player you like to boss around?
I like to boss all of them around, but I would say probably in particular Ike Davis, Daniel Murphy, these guys I like to really, be tough on and, make them go get me coffee and stuff like that. So
that sounds good. And you have a game today. How do you prepare mentally for it?
It's you get into a routine, and obviously having your picture on the side of a bus usually isn't part of the routine, but we'll make an exception today. But usually you get into a flow, you get into a routine, you kind of do the same things on game day, and you get into that flow.
How do you keep so humble and modest when you see yourself like huge on the side of a bus,
I got 3 younger brothers, and they
keep you in check?
They keep me in check, that's for sure. It's growing up. We're all relatively close in age, so we give each other a hard time. I think that keeps me pretty level-headed.
And how about after the game? How do you unwind? Are you a movie guy or grab a beer with the boys?
No, more of a movie guy, because I turned 30 this year, so it's it's a little tougher to recover than it used to. But I think it's more just kind of unwind because you got the adrenaline flowing still after the game. So unwind, play some video games, watch a movie, hang out.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Oh man, I'm a big comedy guy, so I would probably say something with Will Ferrell, probably a Talladega Nights or an Anchorman or even like a Wedding Crasher or something like that.
Oh my gosh, you've got my tasty movies. Now finally, I actually brought a bat along with me because I am Australian and I'm only used to holding a cricket bat. Okay. So I want you to be able to teach me how to use this. Is there a certain way to hold it, swing it?
Right. So if you're going to knock on a door, what knuckles do you use? Your door knocking knuckles.
Yeah.
You want to line those up with both hands. So it almost makes a straight line down the bat. So, you kind of hold it with that. And then you want to get in a position where if you're going to throw a punch, if I'm right-handed, so if I'm going to throw a punch, I want to find my strongest position. And that's kind of where I want to start my hands. Right. So that's kind of the basics to get going, is from here, and then it's, unlike cricket where it's more of an uppercut swing, I think. Okay. Baseball, it's more of a level, downward type swing. So some similarities, but some differences also.
It actually seems more complicated than I thought. I thought you just kind of held the ball. Now, you do play third base. Does it ever hurt your hand when you catch all those balls?
All the time, especially on days like today where it's going to get a little chilly.
It's freezing today.
But, it's you get a hard line drive or a hard ground ball at you, it hurts your hands for sure.
Perfect. Well, thank you. Best of luck today.